Hey guys, it's Gameface and welcome to episode 1 of my Real Madrid career mode here on FIFA 19, of course, the new game, a new career mode to kick things off with Real Madrid. Really looking forward to this series, looking forward to trying to obviously sign a few players in today's episode if we can, and hopefully try and replace Ronaldo, these sorts of things, and then throughout this season, hopefully try and win the Champions League as well as the league, and show that, I suppose, Real Madrid can survive without Ronaldo. So that's the aim for this series, really looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it as well. We're going to go through in today's episode some of the objectives and things like that and kind of get things set up a little bit as well as trying to sign and sell some players. Before we go any further, I'd appreciate hitting that like button and subscribing if you haven't already as well. Trying to push towards 20,000 subscribers right now, so really appreciate you doing that. And also don't forget to click that like button and try and hit 100 likes on today's episode if possible. Let's crack on with things. Let's take a look at some of our objectives first of all. Domestic success is win the league as well as win the Copa de España as well. So we've got to do the double at least there, and then they want us to, well, do the treble by winning the Champions League as well. So some very, very difficult objectives for our first season, especially a season without Ronaldo. We're going to have to try and find some sort of replacement for him. We've got a budget of £265 million. That includes a 60% increase on the budget, which, to be honest, I thought I didn't ask for, but we've got it anyway, so that'll do us for not just this window, but the January transfer window as well. Hopefully going to sign, I think, a big name or two in today's episode, so we'll crack on things straight away. Okay, so the first place I'd like to start off is by transfer listing some players. So first of all, we're going to transfer list Contrao. He's been at the club far too long. He's been sponging off the club for far too long as well, so it's about time he leaves. I'm going to try and find a new left-back, not to replace Marcelo, but as a secondary left-back. Then we're going to get rid of one of our goalkeepers. We've got too many goalkeepers right now. I'd rather keep the young Ukrainian than have this guy as our third choice goalkeeper. So we're going to try and move him on. Gonzalez, Zidane, kind of a bit awkward that he's still at the club and his dad's not anymore. So he's going to go, as well as a few other younger players as well. I don't really have that much of intention of using. We'll also send this guy out on loan as well, just to try and get some experience over this season. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do. I'm looking to maybe bring in a midfielder, not a starting midfielder, a bench midfielder, and also a new striker as well. Benzema not quite cutting it for me as a starting striker. The original plan was to try and bring in Mbappe and just stick him up front and just sort of win everything this season. Unfortunately, he has recently joined PSG, so we can't yet sign him. So that's going to have to wait, maybe until January. Maybe I can sign him in August. I'm not really too sure on that. Sometimes you can in August sign some of those players. Okay, so right now I'm trying to find sort of a faster midfielder that we can have on the bench for us, because obviously at the moment, the three centre mids we have aren't particularly fast, and I'm not trying to replace them or anything like that. I just want another midfielder to have on the bench that we can bring on to give us a bit more energy. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Then we're also going to look for a world-class striker as well. I've scouted a couple more players. Lewandowski's one of them, as well as Neymar. Neymar not necessarily a striker, but he could probably play there if we wanted him to. But I think for now we're going to just sort of wait on the striker situation, because we might be able to sign Mbappe in August. Not really too sure how that one's going to work out. But if not, then we'll try and sign Lewandowski. He's 90 overall and will be really, really good. He's obviously been linked with Real Madrid in real life as well. The way that I'm going to try and do these signings is some of them will be realistic, some of them won't be, inevitably, because it's very difficult to come up with realistic signings if they haven't actually joined that club in real life. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do with this series. A lot of what I'm going to be doing as well is trying to grow some of the younger players we have at the club. So to begin with, these are the 5 player drills I'm going to go with for this first week. Hopefully we'll see some progress over the next few weeks with these guys. It seems like you can actually do the training drills much quicker than before when you skip it, which is good. You don't have to wait 5 seconds like you had to do last FIFA. Okay, now it's on to setting up a scouting network. We're going to try and scout Spain for 9 months, any type of player. Hopefully it brings back some good young talented players. I guess we'll have to wait and see each month, but that should come back on the 1st every time. Okay, let's try and make our first transfer now of this transfer window. We are going to make a move for Guerreiro. Obviously, we're trying to get rid of Contrao, so we're going to get rid of an older Portuguese left-back and bring in a younger Portuguese left-back. And we're going to make a move for Guerreiro at Dortmund. Hopefully, we'll be able to sign him. Let's wait and see. Let's start at 12 million. I think that's not a bad offer to kick things off. Should accept it. Go on. 15.6. Get rid of the sell-on clause, and we'll go down to 13. Yes, there we go. Agreed. Now we just need to move on to the contract, and hopefully everything's going to be plain sailing. He wants a release clause, which is a little bit annoying. I'm going to deny the release clause. Now it's a wage of 76 grand, a signing on bonus. I'm not even going to bother negotiating, to be honest. We just wanted to sign and make sure it all goes through. Guerreiro joins us, and that's our first signing of this transfer window. Brilliant to have him at the club. Like I say, he's obviously 78 overall. He's not as good as Marcelo, quite clearly, but he's coming in to replace Contrao, who was, 79, 80 overall. So I'm pretty happy with that signing. Now we can obviously get rid of Contrao, don't need him anymore. Transfer offer here coming in for Fernandes from Liverpool. It's quite a large offer actually, £26.8 million. I've no interest in getting rid of him, so we're going to reject that offer. He does, however, have a release clause, so we've got to watch out on that one maybe. I'm not too sure actually who does have a release clause in our team, so there could be a few players where we have to worry about a little bit. I mean, I think virtually everyone's got a release clause by the looks of it. That's not great news. I think they usually do in Spain, most players. Varane's got a £101 million release clause. Crazy. Transfer offer here coming in for Isco. £92 million from Chelsea. Some big offers coming in already. Quite clearly don't want to get rid of Isco. He's an important player for us, 89 overall, so we're going to reject that. Loan offer coming in for one of our youngsters that I was trying to get out on loan, so that'll be accepted. Hopefully something can be agreed there. Transfer offer here coming in for Varane, from one of our rivals, Barcelona. £55.8 million. It's an embarrassing offer, really. Shows how little money they actually have. We're going to reject that one quite clearly. Varane, a player we desperately want to try and keep hold of. Really important in our defence. Transfer offer in here for Contrail from Man United. £7.2 million. This is more like it. A player I actually want to get rid of. We're going to allow him to leave for that amount as well, even though it's less than his value. His market value is roughly around that sort of price. Hopefully something can be agreed there for him to leave and go to United. More play drills this week. This time, Lunin has gone up to 77 overall. Fantastic news. He's going to be a really good goalkeeper for us. Currently, I think 19 years old, maybe even younger than that. And he's Ukrainian and just looks fantastic. He's going to be our third choice keeper this season. He's got some tough competition ahead of him, but I'm sure he'll get some game time somewhere. And speaking about our goalkeepers, we've got a bid in for one of them we're trying to get rid of. Kiko, and it's £9.7 million. Another one I'm just going to accept. I'm not even going to bother negotiating with these because they're actually reasonable offers. And we're not desperate for money either, so I'm happy to accept these sort of amounts that are sort of roughly in the right region. Okay, great news. Hernando gets loaned out. That's fantastic. We've also got a transfer in here for Gonzalez from Blackburn. Okay, that's unusual. Presumably a player we're trying to get rid of. 920 grand, again going to accept it. It's less than his value, but keen to try and move on a lot of players if I'm not going to use them. Contral's been sold, we get £6 million for that. Another transfer offer coming in, and another player we are trying to get rid of. And again, going to accept that one. Above his value this time, it's a reasonable offer, so may as well accept it. I've added a couple more players to our shortlist on the striker situation. Cavani's been added, and Memphis Depay has also been added as well. Those two looking pretty good. Depay's obviously less overall than Benzema is currently, but he is quite a fast striker and will be quite an interesting player for us up front. Not someone that's necessarily top of the list, but he's an option if we need him to be. And Kiko gets sold. We get £8 million from that deal. Bidding for Marcelo from Chelsea this time, and that's £50 million. Again, going to reject it. No interest in getting rid of our best left back. Isco, £92 million once again, this time from Man City. Another offer to reject. Some massive offers going in, but quite clearly for players that I don't want to get rid of. What I think we're going to do with the strike situation is wait until August just to see whether I can sign Mbappe then. If not, then we'll try and just bring somebody else in. But Mbappe is still very much my number one choice. Ideally, we can bring him in here, but I just think he'll recently join PSG at this point. Gonzalez leaves. Unfortunately, another player couldn't agree a deal, though. Sergio will stay for now. And another transfer offer coming in for one of our centre-backs. He's not actually loan listed at all. And it's a bit of a strange one. We're going to quite clearly reject that one. Great news for us. Cabellos goes up to 79 overall there. Another good week of training for our youngsters here. Trying to get Junior going up a little bit more, though. Haven't seen too much progress from him. Bid in from Zidane. Yeah, we just need to get him out the door, whatever cost. Bid in for Carvajal. No interest in getting rid of Carvajal. 84 overall. Zidane's transfer talks break down, unfortunately. Another bid coming in. Again for Sergio, a very popular player that people want. Don't know why, 64 overall. Okay, we've finally made it to August, that's good. We can also take a look at our monthly scouting update now. This will actually tell us in a second whether we are going to be able to sign Mbappe or not. I suspect probably not, but I thought I'd wait until now anyway. Any decent players here? I'll take Pablo Ruiz. He's going to be the first player for my youth academy. And I'm pretty strict with who I sign and who I don't sign, so we're going to reject the rest. Okay, let's get spending some of this money now. Can we sign Mbappe? No, it doesn't look like it. Gutting. Okay, so the next one is, do we sign Neymar? I mean, Neymar and Mbappe have both been linked to Real Madrid. Neymar, obviously, former Barcelona player, so not ideal. So probably not going to sign him. We also need an out-and-out striker, which isn't really Neymar's thing. Although we could technically also put Gareth Bale up front, which might be an option. But I think Lewandowski might be the player that we go with. He has been heavily linked with Real Madrid for a number of years now. I think he might have to be the guy that we make a move for. Cavani's tempting, but I think Lewandowski just a couple of years younger. And I think he's got the stats I'm after. Let's go for it. And we're not going to pay his release clause. We're going to try and begin negotiations. We might end up doing his release clause, actually, if it's going to be cheaper than negotiations. £95 million on the table straight away. Let's just see what Bayern Munich say to that. 95 million. Come on. 126. I could do his release clause 111. I can't pay 126. Okay, let's go to 100 million. Slowly climb up the ladder. Come on. I'm still saying 126. Okay, now let's say 110. And if they reject this one, then we'll just have to pay his release clause. Submit £110 million. Yes, yes, there we go. They've accepted it, so I've saved £1 million. Easy as that. Let's try and get a contract sorted now. Hopefully we can, and then we've got a 90 rated player in through the door in the first part of the window, which is great. He wants a goal bonus as well. Jesus Christ, he's greedy, isn't he? Who's his agent? Right, we'll move the goal bonus, 230 grand and a sign-up bonus. It's pretty generous. Go on. No, what's 250? Okay, we'll give you 250 then. And he joins. Lewandowski has signed. What a signing that is. £110 million. He's our new striker, and he will replace Benzema as our sort of leading man, I suppose, at the top of our team. Pretty happy with that one. Benzema's already gone down overall. He's gone down to 83 already. Not a good sign that he's already on the decline here. Lewandowski, on the other hand, looking strong at 90 overall. Great to have him leading the line there at the top with Gareth Bale and Isco either side of him, and that means Benzema will drop to the bench. Yeah, not a bad team really. Worst overall player 85, which is Carvajal, so pretty impressive starting 11. Very happy with that. The bench also looks very strong as well. Still waiting on a centre mid. Haven't quite found one that I like enough yet. Okay, so I think I might have found the player I want to try and sign for midfield. That's going to be Matuidi, I think. Obviously he's at Juventus currently. I know he's 31 as well, which isn't ideal. And I'd like to have younger players in midfield, but I think he's the sort of fast player I need in there to come off the bench. He's also 85 rated, which is pretty good. The alternative option is that we go for Zielinski at Napoli, who is actually a very fast midfielder. Obviously, you can see that by his acceleration pace. Looks pretty good. Tempting to go for him as well, just bring in another Polish player. Not really too sure though, because he's 80 overall. Okay, we're going to try Zielinski, see what happens with this deal with Napoli. Hopefully we can sign him pretty quickly and get him onto the bench and into the squad. Let's go £22 million initially, see whether they accept it. £30 million, okay. Let's go 25, they should accept that surely. Come on. 28. Let's go 27. You've got to accept 27. Let's get the deal done. Yes, finally. Okay, so we want 79 grand a week. We'll get rid of the bonus that he's after and we'll submit that. See what he says, and yes, he'll happily go with it. Zielinski joins us. I know it's a little bit of a different sort of transfer that maybe you wouldn't expect, but I do think it sort of fits the sort of player that we need. I wanted it to be a little bit of a younger player, hence why I didn't go Matuidi in the end. So Zielinski I thought fit us a little bit better for a little bit of a faster player to come off the bench. So yeah, really pleased with that. The first three signings that we've made have been pretty impressive. I'm happy with them. So that means Zielinski will get onto our reserves at the moment, but then we'll hopefully try and get him onto the bench, maybe ahead of this guy actually. Yeah, he does look better, doesn't he? So I'll put him there. I'm keen to try and keep Junior on there if we can. I don't really want him to be forced off onto the reserves. I want him to be an option for us to come off the bench. And so I think for now he certainly will be on there. And I think our squad's nearly done for this window already. I don't have to sign loads of players in the first window. I generally don't do that. So I think 3 signings at the moment is pretty good. We might, depending on your suggestions, and on today's episode, we might sign some more next episode. But I'm pretty happy with who we've signed so far. Again, we'll accept this bid for Zidane, try and get back the door if possible. Okay, transfer in for a player I can't pronounce the name of. We are going to accept it, purely because I can't pronounce his name, so he has to leave the club. He also doesn't have a picture as well, which is even more unhelpful. Let's try and get him out of the club, and hopefully he will leave in the next few days. Transfer in here for Benzema, £27.7 million. Chelsea just keen to sign anybody he can from our club. Again, we're going to reject it. Benzema will be staying at the club for this part of the season at least. I don't know what will happen in the future. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do we keep him long term or not? I'm keen to hear what you guys think. Again, we're going to accept this offer. It seems like a few players just don't want to leave at the moment. Don't blame them, probably on good money. Loan offer for Odegaard from Leicester City. He's not a player that is loan listed, but it is very tempting. Yeah, I think we'll go for it. We'll accept it. We can always recall him if we need him again. And some more transfer offers coming in. Again, Juventus coming in for this guy. He's not even transfer listed. Again, going to reject that one. No interest in allowing him to leave. And we'll try and get this guy out the door once again, but that keeps on breaking down time and time again. Lunin goes up once again, this time to 78 overall. Fantastic news. We're now approaching this game that we have against Atletico Madrid, I think it is, for us to play in the next couple of days. It's obviously a big final for us to play the Super Cup, I'm pretty sure. Before then, Odegaard will be loaned out, so he now moves to Leicester City on loan. We'll wait and see how he does over there in England. And then we are going to, I think, just put out this team for this game against Atletico Madrid. No need to make any changes. Pretty happy with everyone we've got. So let's go for it. Let's try and get ourselves a victory in the Super Cup. Let's try and win our first trophy if we can as well. We are on Legendary difficulty. That could change to Ultimate. Depends how I adapt to it. Obviously, it's a new game. I've played a few games on here, but I'm not really too sure what to expect in the actual gameplay on the full game. So let's wait and see. For now, it's on Legendary. Okay, then here we go. First proper game of FIFA on FIFA 19. You never know whether the gameplay is the same on the demo or whether it's different to the full release. I'm pretty sure it's usually different, but let's wait and see how we get on this game. Looking forward to the match. Hopefully we can come away with a victory and see how our new signings get on. Hopefully they can get a couple of goals, Lewandowski. Modric, good start here. Gareth Bale trying to turn his man if he can. Still going, Gareth Bale, he's going to shoot. It's a big save at the front post by the goalkeeper. Lewandowski through to Gareth Bale. Big chance here if he can get around Felipe Luis. Got to be a foul. Cuts across him. I want to see a card there as well, ref, surely. It's got to be a yellow. Yes, there we go, thank you. This is sort of Ronaldo range, if only we had him. It's now more like Gareth Bale range. Here we go, setting this one up. Let's get it up and over the wall. I'm terrible at free kicks, but this one is not that far away at all. Not bad for my first free kick. Well played. Lewandowski trying to switch it now in a good position. Toni Kroos, go on! Oh, how have we not scored that? Should have been 1-0 there. Big opportunity for us that we've not taken. Toni Kroos now delivers a corner. It's another chance for Lewandowski, but it's wide. Yes, here we go. Carvajal's running forward. Go on, Lewandowski, get into the middle. Chance! Oh, didn't even see who headed it. I think it is Lewandowski, but he puts it wide. It was falling for somebody else quite nicely. I don't know why Lewandowski interfered, but in the end, it's not even on target, unfortunately. No, don't do this. Martin's got a big chance. It's saved by Courtois. They cut through us there like a piece of cheese. It was ridiculous. You see the way they just got past our fullback. Look where Marcelo was. Koke to deliver this corner. And that's got it cleared. There we go. Bale crosses. Where's the overhead kick? No. No way. What a save, Courtois. Was that an overhead kick from Griezmann? Bit cheeky at the front post there from him. Big chance still for them from this corner. Koke will deliver it. Can we clear it away, please? Somebody just get it out. No. That way. Thank you. It's half time, it's 0-0. Unfortunately, nobody's scored yet. A little bit cagey. We've probably been the better team, though, out of the two sides. So happy with how we've done, although they did kind of fire sort of warning shots towards the end of that first half with that chance for Griezmann on the overhead kick. As you can see, not many shots on target, which is the biggest issue, really, for both teams. There's got to be a red, right through the back of him. Oh, terrible reffing. Casemiro looking for a ball through. Lewandowski. Go on, this has to be a big chance. Lewandowski passed it towards the goalkeeper, but it's a penalty. It was a late challenge from Godin, and we'll have that. Thank you very much, ref. Send him off as well. Get him off. Go on. I dare you. No? Okay. Bottled that one. Quite clearly a late challenge. Had to be a red. Okay, Sergio Ramos. I don't even know why he's still the penalty kick taker for Real Madrid, but we'll take it with him. He's actually had a fairly good record, but let's not speak too soon. Let's try and get more of a central run-up. Sergio Ramos to not use the target. Let's step up and hopefully try and hit the top left-hand corner. Come on. I mean, it's near enough. It goes in. That's the most important thing. 1-0. Our first goal for Real Madrid. It's from the penalty spot. And it's the captain, Sergio Ramos, who scores it. And we're in front here against Atletico Madrid. About time as well. Lewandowski probably should have done better with his shot, but luckily we won the penalty and we scored from it. So yeah, now we're in front. Hopefully we can get a second goal now we've got the lead. Okay, so first two changes now as well, with 25 minutes to go. Zelinski and Junior to come on. We're going to take off Modric and Kroos just to try and freshen things up a little bit in midfield. Zelinski and Isco now partnering in midfield with Casemiro. So we'll go with that. I'm not going to be sort of taking off Modric and Kroos every single game, but just for this one I wanted to try something out before we get into the league games. A lot of Atletico Madrid players coming forward. Let's try and stop this attack. Juan Fran gets a cross in. Courtois nearly came for it. It's one in the air. Who scored it? Was it Koke at the back post? Courtois sort of was going to come out and then decided to go back onto his line, but Koke scores the header. It's 1-1. Atletico Madrid have equalised with 15 minutes to go. Okay, so that's not good. Yeah, 15 minutes left now. Let's just try and make sure it doesn't go to penalty shootout. No. No, why have we collapsed onto the floor? Courtois, big save from Courtois. 3 minutes to go. No more mistakes, please. Just clear this one away. Let us get a goal. Godin's taking the corner. Does he normally take corners? Don't know, but Courtois made a mess of it. Had to head it away there by Gareth Bale, I think it was. And we've got to make sure here that we don't concede, otherwise it's game over at this point. Okay, that's it for the 90 minutes. I think it goes straight to penalties, but I don't know 100%. It might be that it goes into extra time first. I don't really know how this competition works. You can see by the stats, we had obviously the better of the opportunities. Gutted that we couldn't win it in 90 minutes. It does seem like we are going to extra time. Okay, this could be interesting. Atletico Madrid certainly on top towards the end of that game. Lewandowski into Isco. Isco over to Gareth Bale. Let's try and get him onto his left foot, please. Gareth Bale to shoot. Oh, massive deflection. I think that might have been going in. It looks close. Can't believe someone got in front of that. Isco to deliver it in. Lewandowski's still there. Good connection, but Oblak saves it. Marcelo, got to try and pick out Lewandowski or somebody else. Bale's there. Oh, Isco heads over the bar. Getting closer. It started well actually in extra time. Okay, Asensio will be our next substitute. We're going to bring off Gareth Bale, give him a rest, and we'll see how Asensio does on that right wing position. Okay, into the second half of extra time now. You can still see the stats are in my favour, but just not having enough clear-cut chances. Lewandowski. Oh, big hit out of nowhere from him. Again, saved by our black. That seems to be a common theme of this game so far. But Isco looking to try and change that with a cross in here. Marcelo with a great header. Again, saved. 3 minutes away from a penalty shootout. That's the last thing that I wanted, but I think it might be happening right now. That's it. Finishes 1-1 into penalty shootouts. Not what I wanted for my first FIFA 19 game, if I'm honest. 14 shots, 7 on target, and yeah, into what could be quite a difficult penalty shootout here. Okay, here we go. Casemiro to step up and take the first one. Let's try and find the top left-hand corner. And good penalty. Just about scores it, 1-0. Belotti to step up for Atletico Madrid. Presumably a new signing, I think. Not too sure. He's going to step up and try and chip it, maybe. Is he? No. Okay. Into the bottom right-hand corner. Ramos, the captain. Come on. Score another one. Yeah, no. Hit the post. That's not good. Let's try and save this one from Diego Costa now. Can we make it 1-1 still? Diego Costa. Which way will he go? Saved by Courtois. There we go. Back on level terms. And Isco will try and again go for the same place. And again saved. This is not going well. Need to save Griezmann's now. Otherwise Atletico Madrid will go in front. A long run up from him. Don't actually know which way he's going to go here. I'm going to go right though. Oh, Courtois should have saved it. Didn't seem to dive quickly enough. And Lewandowski. Just don't miss this, please. I'm going to go top right this time. This is definitely going to be saved. No, it's not. It goes in. We're still in this game. Lamar now to step up. Please just save it. Yes, we have as well. Courtois with a big save. Now, if we score this one, we're back level, are we? Or are we in front? We're in front if Junior scores this. Bit more power on it this time. And blasts it home past the keeper. Not going to lie, a little bit worried about that. If we save it, we have won the Super Cup. Felipe Luis to step up for what might be the final penalty here for Atletico Madrid. Which way is he going to go? I'm going to go right. And he's gone right and he saved it. And we've come back from behind, I think, twice there in that game. And Courtois saves the final penalty. And we've won the Super Cup, our first trophy of the season, in our first game of the season. And what a start that is. Really poor penalty, actually, from Felipe Luis. Really good height for Courtois to save it. And he does dive to his left. And we've managed to win on penalty shootout. Twice, though. Twice I thought we'd lost it. And luckily we haven't. And we've got ourselves our first trophy. So here's the trophy celebrations. Well, not quite the sort of comfortable victory that I wanted in 90 minutes, but it certainly tested the players and gave me an opportunity to try out a couple of players as well in this game. But just very happy that we win it. That's the most important thing, no matter how it happens. And it'll be Sergio Ramos, the captain, to lift the trophy here. Our first trophy of this career mode, and hopefully many more to come as well this season. And here we are, Super Cup champions of 2018. A great way to start the season, and a good sign with the new players that we brought in so far. Lewandowski in particular played a good game, I thought. Also didn't get himself loads of goals or anything like that, but there's plenty of time for him to try and incorporate himself into the squad. And also let me know in the comment section below about what squad number he should get. He's currently got 13. Number 7 was available, I think, unless... maybe Zelensky took that, actually, I think, number 7, obviously from Ronaldo. But let me know what sort of squad number you want. If you want me to just give him number 7, probably makes it a little bit easier. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And let's move on from this now. Now we've sort of confirmed that we are Super Cup champions. The stats really don't lie and show that we were the better team. So let's now take a look at some emails before we end things. We are going to accept this once again for the Argentinian player. We've also got a bid in for Ramos from Barcelona, which is pretty embarrassing now. Pretty sure they're coming for Varane as well. They're desperate for our centre-backs. They're not going to have him. And actually, if Ramos went to Barca, I don't even want to think about that. Prize money, £4.5 million for the Super Cup. Not great, but we'll take it. And that will be pretty much everything for this first episode of the Real Madrid career mode. I'm not used to it being this dramatic in the first episode. What a first episode it's been. Penalty shootout victory there to win the Super Cup. Really happy about that. And next episode, look forward to maybe signing some more players, trying to sell some players as well. Keen to hear all your thoughts about what players I should be signing and selling in the comment section below. And I'll also be starting the Leeds career very, very shortly as well, so look out for that. It should be tomorrow, I think, that it starts. although if I have managed to find the time, maybe it'll even be today, I don't really know. But I'll let you know in the comments section below if I do know at this point. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I'd really appreciate hitting that like button, trying to hit 100 likes on today's video, and subscribing if you haven't already as well, trying to push towards 20,000 subscribers now, so I'd really appreciate you guys clicking that button down below. And also let me know in the comments section if you've clicked the bell button, and I'll read and reply to those comments as usual. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.